This is AVIOT, Atypical Voices in Our Time, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions. That's spelled K3MISTRY Productions, a media education company.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is the AVIOT podcast. I am your gracious co-host, Jay Stokes, joined by our other gracious co-hosts, Koya and Jay Random. Hope everybody is doing great today on this beautiful MLK birthday celebration. It's the 15th.
Oh, yeah, you got a point. This is the real one.
Happy birthday, MLK.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is the real one, even though... Okay, you too.
Hey guys, I forgot that first. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I forgot. You know, yeah, you got a point. It is the real official birthday. You know, he got like 2.
Yeah, MLK Day is on Monday. I think, what is it? That's the 20th?
Yeah, the 20th.
Yeah, but today, the 15th, when we're recording this is his actual birthday. So we acknowledge this one.
Yes, yes. I hear you.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I know we acknowledge the other one too, but it is kind of weird because it's like, I've seen a meme, they said, like, they kill you, then they give you a national holiday. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Because you know the government has some involvement.
It's American government. Yeah.
Yo,
American
that's the way it's saying sorry.
Get down. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's the way. Guess what? Malcolm X next?
Nope.
I wish.
Oh, no,
you
no. You know what?
Too much
We
of
killed
a
him.
rebel.
We killed him. So
You said we killed him?
yeah, we killed him.
I think the government has some involvement in that one too.
Yeah.
I truly believe so. Mm-hmm. But I've seen a lot of people posting about him, MLK, Martin Luther King Jr., and one actually stood out to me. This person said, anyone who doesn't support reparations for Black Americans should not be tweeting a thing about Dr. King today. Not a thing. So I wanted to get y'all thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think they have a right to an opinion. And I don't know. People, you know how they are. People don't always say what they believe in, even if they agree or disagree. So, you know, that's her opinion. They can say or do what they want. I don't know. I don't concern myself with that. Everybody is so sensitive and have so many strong opinions about how other people see things. Mm-hmm. If she wants to say that, then okay. That's all the opinion I have.
I think people forget that Martin Luther King actually was for reparations for Black people. There's actually a video where he was like, we're going to walk up to Washington and ask them to cut the check. And I was like, word? He was for reparations, and now we're trying to ask Democratic candidates for reparations, and they're trying to skirt by it when the person who praised... What's up?
I thought one of the candidates, was it Elizabeth Warren that said something about reparations, or was it somebody else?
I think Marianne Williamson. Yeah, Marianne Williamson.
Oh, okay. I don't believe her, though. We'll never get that 40 acres in the mule.
Exactly.
My mother always be like, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't think so.
I'm going to stay optimistic.
Listen,
okay.
You're never going to give it to us when the world about to end. Everything going to pass.
Hit your money. Here you go.
I'll be very surprised. I hope it happens, but I'll be surprised if it does. I'll put it like that.
You realize if we got reparations, first off, they would weed out, because remember, all Black people wouldn't get it because like us 3 here, we're the descendants of slaves in America. So we would get it, but someone who immigrated over here, or that's the child of immigrants, they wouldn't get it.
I think that's fair.
No, that's definitely.
I mean, just because we're people of color, we wasn't all shooting in the gym. You know, some of us was really out there.
You know what I mean? Was out there in that field. Other people was on islands.
Yeah.
They was doing on them islands, but they wasn't in that cotton field.
Right. They wasn't with us in the gym, so that's it. They don't get no check.
Y'all is cold. Y'all are cold.
No, you don't think that's fair? That's like somebody sitting down with their feet crossed while you working. They don't deserve none of your money.
True that. Yeah, because the Black experience for African Americans or the descendants of slaves in America is different. Like, I was reading something and they were talking about like Africans and Caribbean or West Indian individuals who come over to America. They tend to be like well educated for the most part, and they come from a more stable system. That's because they've been educated by their own. They have their own systems, even though it might be occupied by the British or the Dutch or something like that. But they still come with more of a foundation. Whereas us Blacks in America, who are the descendants of slaves here, we've been discriminated against in the school system. We get discriminated against in the housing market. And it's like, we can't even get to the point where we can be well educated. Like, we really got to work for it. You know what I mean? So,
right.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's a different situation. But
I feel like
just
they
the
look
last.
down on us sometimes. Like
Yeah,
I have friends of West Indian descent and stuff like that, and I feel like they look down on African Americans. But you came over here, in adulthood, like you said, from a different foundation, so you can't expect us to be the same way and see things the same. We had a whole different upbringing, but I just feel like they look down on us, but they don't even know what it took for us to get to the little bit of space that we did get to. Like it took a lot. So.
You are so right. And the thing is, people don't realize we are the only group of people in America that did not ask to be here. Everybody else that comes over here came over here willingly.
Yeah, they playing for that. Yeah, you're right. They played for that ticket to get over here. Us. Yeah. Listen, we wasn't. We had no options.
Right.
It's like I can't help it that I'm here. I can't.
Yeah, then it's crazy.
They don't even like
go
us
back
here,
to your
but
country.
they brought us here. Right. Like it's just a whole weird. America is weird. Flat
It is
out.
weird.
It
Seriously, that's like a Jamaican trying to go back to Jamaica, knowing that they ain't never grow up in Jamaica, but somehow they don't got their green card, so they get deported, and they be like, yo, they can't speak the language, they don't know the hustle. It's like, why I gotta come back here? Because you didn't get your green card. Well, son, only got like 2 cousins that live over here now. They be like, well, let me tell you something. You had all year to get your shit. So, it's just like telling us to go back to Africa. Where am I gonna go?
Exactly. Do you know how many countries are in Africa?
Yeah, like
they said that Black people are starting to migrate back to Africa though, and they're doing really well for themselves financially.
That's in certain parts.
Choose to.
That's in certain parts. Yeah, that's in certain parts like Ghana. I know Ghana. I think if we went to Ghana, we would really thrive because they're very welcoming. They're very open. I can't speak to other places, but I've been to Ghana, so I know that environment.
Yeah,
a lot of people talk about Ghana like that's the big place to go right now.
Yeah, it's cool.
The year of the return, 2020. You had a good time, Jared? Jay Stokes?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it was good. The food's good. I gained 7 pounds in 2 weeks.
That's a good time.
Yeah, because the food's fresh and people are pretty nice. And
what do you mean the food's fresh?
The food's fresh, meaning that they will kill the chicken on the spot, and they're cooking it.
Say that again?
They're killing the goat and the chicken on the spot, and they're cooking it that night.
At
fresh.
Night? It don't got no hair in it.
Oh no.
No. You with that mess. That's why they don't like us now, because of you.
Now, listen, I'm just saying, like, what? Listen. I understand it. Listen, I understand if the fish is fresh, but I don't want no fresh chicken.
Why do you want fresh chicken?
I don't mind fresh chicken. If you know how to cook it, that's probably all they look. As long as they don't got no hair up there.
Anorexic chicken with no meat on it, running around the dirt. They're gonna clean it, right?
How you know the chicken anorexic? They probably give us some corn.
Running around in the dirt and
anorexic chicken.
I would hope not. Anorexic chicken. I don't want none of it either. Dirty. If that's the case.
I don't know how we went from how we went from talking about MLK to anorexic chicken
with dirty feet.
J Random assistant.
Yeah, hit that random button.
Random.
Oh man.
Let's just circle back so we can stay on task here. All right. So I just wanted to know, what is something about Martin Luther King Jr. that you wish, both you, Coya, and Random, that you wish that more people knew?
That more people know? I mean, the things that I admire about him, I think, is like common knowledge, just him fighting for all people, but especially people of color. And he was a pioneer, and he wasn't afraid to use his voice in a time where, Black men could really have like strong repercussions for voicing themselves. So just his courage, what he stood for as a man.
I don't know. I just wish that people knew that he had more than just "I had a dream" speech, and that he wasn't all about nonviolence towards the end. He was more, he's frustrated, But it's funny how they stop at "I have a dream" and that's it. They don't talk about that last speech he had before he passed.
People's March speech? The one talking about the Poor People's March? Okay.
Exactly. So that's what I wish, I just wish that they just elaborate more on who he was, because I think growing up in school, it was like Martin Luther King was the good guy and Malcolm X was the bad guy. In reality, towards the end, Martin Luther King was kind of teetering towards Malcolm X philosophy. And Malcolm X was kind of teetering towards not really Martin Luther King philosophy, but he was less angry towards the end. So it was, it's kind of like they both collided in a good way. But I just wish, like in school, they just stop just telling half a story. So
they're never gonna tell our story. They don't even acknowledge slavery,
they don't like
racism, Jim Crow, nothing. They're like, we should all just move on from it.
That's why it's important for us and our families to work together to try and get this information and educate our kids, since no one else will do so.
Yes.
Right.
You ain't lying about that.
Speaking of parents and kids, today, Rocky Johnson, who was the father of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, actually passed away. And he's a WWE Hall of Famer. He's been getting a lot of tweets. He was born Wayne Douglas Bowles. That was actually his original name. And he was born in Nova Scotia. And he's part of like a group of people that left America, a group of black slaves, enslaved people that left America and fled to Canada. So that's why he was actually born in Canada. So he passed away, and definitely rest in peace to him. He passed away today. But I'm saying this all to bring it back to his son, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. A lot of times, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, even though I personally identify him as a black man and other people might as well, he passes what's called the racial ambiguous test, meaning that he's able to kind of float into different areas because even though he's
like
black,
Drake?
he can.
What?
Yes, like Drake. Yes, like Drake. He could. Drake. He could float because he's more racially ambiguous. So I just wanted to know from you two, even though he's racially ambiguous, do you think that the one drop rule that used to be a big thing back in Jim Crow South and the slavery era, do you think that still applies today?
What is the one drop rule?
Brandon, you want to elaborate or you want me to do it?
Nah, Stokes, because you always do it the right way. You know me, I leave out the most important stuff. So, let's break it down.
Okay. So basically, the one drop rule is a rule that came about during like Jim Crow era, during slavery, where whites believe that if you have one drop of black blood in you, or you have like one mix of black, then you are black. And that still kind of holds true today, because you'll see like biracial kids that are mixed with black and white or black or whatever, they're always considered black. And so I just wanted to know, do you think that's still a thing today?
You want to go before I go, Coy? Because I got a lot to say. Yes?
You go. No, you go.
Gotcha. So I personally believe that the one drop rule only applies on certain occasions. Meaning if you're successful, then they're going to take you. So you ain't black.
Who's they?
They meaning the white people.
Oh, okay.
Meaning, say for instance, when Barack became president, now all this time Barack was known as a black man. Once he became president, it was like, oh, he's biracial. The same thing with the tennis player
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah.
Naomi Osaka. I knew you were going to butcher the name.
Naomi Osaka.
Yes.
I was about to say Naomi.
Okay.
When she before she became who she was as a successful pro, she was black. She was Haitian. And then once she won, now all of a sudden now she's Japanese. She's biracial. Who else? Recently?
Mariah Carey.
Well, yeah, Mariah Carey.
Remember, a lot of her success,
Drake.
People thought she was white at first. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like if you're acting a fool and they don't want you, then they're quick to say, nah, he black. But the minute you're successful, I feel like they're like, nah, he part of us. He's us. But then you got fools like Tiger Woods who
Campbell Nation.
Yeah, exactly. He made up his own damn shit. And it was like, come on, Tiger. Yo, it's funny how when you need us, you're black. But when you don't need us and you're, on a high horse, then that's when you cobble it. What the hell was that? Cobblination? Whatever the hell he was. Yeah, so that's why I feel like when it comes to the one drop rule, it all depends on how they feel. Meaning white people. Meaning if you're successful, then of course they're going to take you. They're going to be like, oh, he's biracial. Say, for instance, we got Patrick Mahomes out now, right? So Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's all I'm hearing now. He's biracial. Like, we already knew he's biracial, but, I'm pretty sure someone be like, yeah, we got a black quarterback in the NFL that's about to win, that might win the Super Bowl. They're going to be like, nah, he's biracial. Guarantee you.
Good point. Good point.
So that's why I feel like it all depends on how they feel. But I think it still should apply because when it's all said and done, whatever you have in you, that's what you are. I mean, no one's really, besides our pigment, the three of us. I mean, if we do have any white in us, I don't know where the hell is that. But
well, that actually goes back to the one drop rule, why it became a thing in the first place, because the black gene is the dominant gene, like brown eyes, darker skin, kinky curly hair, that's dominant. So whenever you mix black with something else, black features for the most part will show. So I think that's also part of the reason why that one drop rule even came about. Because like you look at Patrick Mahomes, right? He looks more black than he does white. You look at him, you're like, oh, that's a black dude. You know, if you do a quick like tape, you're like, oh, it's a black dude. He just he light skinned. You know what I mean? But you'll never look at him and say, oh, that's a white dude. You won't say that. Mm-mm.
I agree.
So,
but you know the funny thing is, now this is the sad part though, because I actually went to school with a guy that was half black and half white, right? So only how you knew he was black was when he allowed his hair to grow out. When he allowed his hair to grow out, you'll see his fro. His hair was definitely kinky. But now that he's older, he goes by a white person.
Wow.
How? He never let his hair grow anymore. Sad, right?
If he grew out his facial hair too, he probably would look black as well, right?
Yeah, but and I bring this up because I actually know a high school friend that knows, who told me, because I asked, hey, how's this person doing? He was like, man, listen, he done went to the other side and he not coming back. I said, what do you mean? I said, but once he grows his hair, he said, nah, if you see him now, he don't grow his hair out no more. And besides him growing out his hair, you won't know. He could definitely bleed.
So he's one of those people that can pass. Okay.
Yeah, so understood. He probably denies the fact that one drop rule exists. What? No. Mm-mm. And then on top of that, what they do is water down. So if they do got one, listen, you can water something down real quick.
You can if you keep on mixing,
so I mean by that, mixing. Rock Johnson, right? So he right about now he has the one drop rule, but if he keep on having kids with non-black,
he has a white wife. Yeah, he's a white wife.
Then eventually
it's gonna. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? His kids are not gonna have that. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm over it. That's true. But no, I don't really think. What's up?
I said I actually wanted to circle back to the Tiger Woods thing. Did you know his ex, Lindsey Vonn, actually proposed to a hockey player?
What?
Yeah, I know. Yep, her black hockey player.
So I want to know what y'all think about that. Like, sorry, it just popped into my head, and I thought about that. What do you think about a woman proposing to a man?
Yo, Coy, I'm gonna let you get this, baby.
To each his own, I guess. I would not do that. I'm traditional in that regard. I feel like the man has to be ready more than the woman. Because if the man's not ready, it's really not going to work. Women, sometimes we know how to settle for things that we might not really be all the way into. But if the man's not ready to get married, there's no need for a proposal. He needs to do it or it doesn't need to happen. For me. And most women probably. That's crazy.
It's mind-boggling to me because we're in the time of we have to be equal in everything that we do. But it's like that area, people like, nah. I'm just like, wait a second. Y'all said gender equality. We got to be equal in everything we do.
When it comes to pay.
When it comes to pay, I agree. Yes, when it comes to pay, I agree.
Okay.
I agree too.
Not proposals. Two different P's. No good.
Nah, I agree with that too because 9 to 10, the guy really should be the one that proposed because I feel like majority women, they ready to get married on the drop of a dime. It's the guy that's always dragging his feet.
Sure.
So,
right. So at least let him want to do it.
Say that again?
I said, yeah, let him be the one that wants to do that first, if anything. Don't you jump the gun like that.
No, I agree.
True. So, speaking of relationships, probably you. So, speaking of relationships, I actually wanted to end our show tonight talking about Miss Loni Love. I don't even know if I should call her Miss Loni Love. She's a television host for The Real. and she recently came under fire for some controversial comments that she made directed at black men. Basically, she was saying that black men, she said, I don't speak for the black community, but I believe that black men largely can't be faithful in their relationships. And then Adrienne Bailon, her co-host, tried to chime in. She's like, I think it's really a machismo thing. I think it's across the board. Then Loni Love was like, no, it's not across the board. I believe that black families are just, they can't get it together, and a lot of it has to do with slavery. Slavery broke our family apart. So I vehemently disagreed with this, everything that she said, but I wanted the both of you to weigh in on your thoughts.
I feel like she should not have targeted just black men. I think cheating is like, it's not a race thing.
Nope.
Or
it's
ethnic
universal.
background thing. So, Loni Love, she needs to shut up flat out. Like, girl, please. First of all, you're black. So even if that's how you feel, your black ass don't need to go on TV talking crazy about black men in general when black men got in a hard enough time. Now they're cheaters too, on top of thugs and this and that and the third. Like, just shut up. You got a white man, you're happy with him. Fine. Be quiet.
Dang. She went there.
You got
I wasn't
point.
going to bring that point up.
Oh, no.
That's the point. She ain't never probably had no black men. Black men probably not even checking for her for real. So now she gonna go be a hater and just try to like discriminate against them as a whole. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my problem with what she said, because I personally have a problem when I don't have a problem with people dating outside their race. I just have a problem with that people who date outside their race now talk shit about their race.
Yes, sir.
Black, white, Chinese, whatever the case may be. So I feel like for her, it stings more because you're not even dating a black man. So who are you? Just stick to your boy, whoever he is, and just rock out and just mind your business. Because when it's all said and done, we don't want to dig any deeper to what you said, because I feel like for you to say black men cheat, then the next question is, who are they cheating with?
Damn.
Because now it's like it's like a revolving door. So no one wants to open up that door because it takes two to cheat. Number one. Number two, I feel like for her to single out black men is just whack, because I feel like this. You're happy with whoever you're with now. Just rock out. Just be quiet. We don't need to hear you, because like you said, Coy, we already got other stuff we need to worry about as black men.
Yes, sir.
We don't need to now worry about now we're not faithful. Damn. What? Next you gonna say we lazy, we don't go to work? Like, what's next? It's like, and I feel like we need to keep our problems in-house, because the minute we start airing out dirty laundry, true or false, it now allows other people to chime in, positive or negative, and they don't need to be chiming in. Like, this is not a topic that needs to happen.
That was so annoying.
Shut up. It is annoying. And then and the most annoying part for me is that you're not even dating a black man. So you don't count. Shut up.
Bye.
I can understand if she was dating a black man, the black man done shitted on her.
Even if
Like
she
Wendy
was
Williams.
or wasn't. Like, okay, Wendy Williams, look at her. The man that had a whole baby. She didn't go on her show and say, oh, well, black men ain't no black. No, she could have if that's what she chose to do. But why say that? It's like what she calls kitchen table talk. Like, she's black, we're black. She's talking, like, just come on now. Off camera with all of that.
And now for a quick commercial break.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? If you like what you're hearing so far, make sure you follow us on the Chemistry Production YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions or comments on our topics, either email us on k3mistryproduction@gmail.com or leave a comment on our YouTube channel. Peace.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's Productions with an S.
I actually wanted to hone in on Loni Love's comments about the slavery aspect. You can't look at slavery and be like, that's the reason why the black family is not together. It's a complex issue. And even during slavery, I actually found out, because I did some research, that on the plantations where there were larger plantations, slave families were together, and the plantations that were smaller, those tended to have more of the single parent households because you had to divvy up the slaves amongst like the different people within the small plantation. Whereas the larger plantation is just like not that many people were in charge of that large plantation. So you had more nuclear families, more people together. So even that slavery comment was out of pocket. And going back to something we said earlier, not every black person in America is a descendant of slaves. So why are you lumping all of us together as a monolith?
The Lord knows Jamaican men be cheating, child. And Haitian men. Haitian men be having two families. Oh, no. They always be cheating.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? So like, what black men are you talking about?
Right.
You talking about?
Go ahead, Loni Love, with that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. It's like, Loni, stop it, okay? Just stop it. Shut up.
She needs to stop.
Keep, you know what I'm saying?
Annoying.
Listen, keep shit
They need
in-house.
to tear her up.
Yeah, keep shit in-house. No one asked you. You with Tom, so we don't care. And at the end of the day, don't be watch out
Top
for Tom.
5 Tom.
Guess what? Because listen,
Remember MySpace?
What happened? What'd you say?
Top 5 Tom. Remember MySpace or top 7, whatever they had. I never had a MySpace. But when I think of Tom, I think of MySpace. He was everybody's friend.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like at the end of the day, she talking all this crap. But listen, if you're gonna say that black men cheat, then last time I checked with them white men, they steal your credit. They do a lot of other stuff, but we ain't gonna say all that happened, and we're not gonna say all white men do it.
Right in. Shout out to the scammers.
The scammers, man. Listen, yo, Jay Stokes, you remember? God forbid, and Loni got money, so she better watch out. She better check her money. She better check her money. She better check her checking account. That man gonna start ciphering her shit and start his own company. So watch your mouth. So, well, that's how I feel like, at the end of the day, come on, just be happy who you with, just shut up and stuff like that. We need to stop airing each other out, true or false.
And it's not even really,
it's not
even, it's just a stupid statement to say. She's not necessarily airing us out because it's not true per se for everybody that's brown. So, she just needs to be quiet. It's a stupid statement, girl.
Sometimes people need to turn your mic off, like literally.
All men cheat. I know Mexicans that cheat, white people that cheat, all of them. That's just, if that's what they want to do, they're going to do it.
Exactly. Color does not play any factor.
Loni hating because Tyrone and them not checking for her. So good luck with that.
Y'all went in.
It's Tom checking for her.
Instead of Tyrone, she has Tom. MySpace.
Yeah. Tom want that fantasy. You want the whips. You want the whips?
What did you say? They do it for sexual favors or something like that? What's your theory?
Seriously? Oh, really? Oh, we go back to that?
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny. That's such a funny
Sexual
theory.
Access. Sexual access.
Okay.
You're going to see her. You can see Loni at the Women's March. You're going to see her at the DACA March. You're going to see her at a Wall Street March. You want that sexual access.
Exactly. But yeah, man. What she said was real. It was just, man. It wasn't called for. I don't know. Did anybody actually like what? Did she just grab the mic and started talking freestyling and shit?
No, it was because of the Kevin Hart documentary, and so
Kevin Hart. Please.
Listen, Kevin Hart ain't the only one, man.
Kevin Hart is a douchebag. He's so self-centered anyway. So what the hell did you want from him? And he has little man syndrome. So he's gonna cheat.
You're right.
Napoleon syndrome or whatever you call it. Yeah, like they be feeling like they gotta prove something.
They gotta prove something.
He's like as tall as me.
5'2".
Right. Exactly.
No, I think you're taller than a 4.
See what I'm saying? Huh?
What? Kevin 5'3"?
Oh, no, I thought Coya was taller than him. Okay, I think he got you by like an inch.
Oh God, Kevin.
So
He's doing bad.
Yeah, man, she got to compensate for something. Go to the gym all day, the little muscles.
We are not going to shame little people today, okay? We're not.
You can edit it out. Edit it out.
Y'all done went in on Lizzo last week. We're gonna not shame little people today.
We went in on Lizzo last week.
And Taylor Swift.
I didn't go on Lizzo. No.
You went in on Taylor Swift though.
We did.
I did.
Anyways, y'all, it has been a good show. We are done in record timing. Very, very happy.
Ooh.
And hey, that's that. Y'all went, said y'all piece. And I will say peace.
Said our piece through our shade. It was fun.
Oh,
Have
man,
a good
all
night,
day, every day.
guys.
So, all right, guys, listen. Guess next week, right? Oh, listen. So, now I was messing around. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah. I'm about to say, what did we miss? Okay. Good night, guys.
Good night. Good
All
night.
right, y'all. Bye.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.